20 council areas and 37 council development areas (LCDAs) to collate data for infrastructure in the locality for development planning and maintenance. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who gave the charge at the opening of a 3-day onboarding retreat for the newly elected chairman and vice chairman at Ikeja, urged them to engage in healthy and competitive rivalry for development to thrive. The governor, who was represented by his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, also urged them to brace up for the challenges ahead, noting that issue of waste management, youth restiveness, among others, must be tackled in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development, Bolaji Robert, said the theme of the retreat, driving grassroots development through strategic governance, was to prepare the participants for effective and efficient grassroots governance. In a vote of assurance, the chairman of Conference 57, Sheson Olua, who is the chairman of Ibejuleke LCDA, maintained that his colleagues are battle ready to bring development to the grassroots with a promise not to disappoint the people of Lagos. In its drive to foster financial responsibility and promote youth empowerment, the Lagos State Government, through the Ministry of Finance, has organized a capacity building program themed Financial Literacy and Management for members of the National Youth Council of Nigeria (NYCN) Lagos chapter. The training at Alausa is part of the state government's ongoing efforts to engage young Lagosians and equip them with the knowledge necessary for effective financial planning and national development. Declaring the program open, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Finance, Mahmood Tajuddin Alao, emphasized the importance of financial literacy among young people. He noted that the initiative reflects the Lagos State government's strategic focus on youth development, financial education, and inclusive governance. Alao said, given the evolving financial challenges and rising public expectations, young people must acquire a sound understanding of public sector financial management, budgeting, taxation, and other key fiscal responsibilities. In his vote of thanks, Vice Chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Lagos Chapter, Asur Abdul Kadri, commended the Lagos State Government and the Ministry of Finance for their foresight and dedication to youth capacity development, urging youths to take the lessons learned seriously and apply them not just in their finances, but in advocating for transparency, accountability, and responsible leadership across all levels of society. The Lagos State Parking Authority, LASPA, says it will not hesitate to invoke the full wrath of the law on anyone or group of individuals trying to obstruct its operations in the state. General Manager LASPA Adebisi Adelabu said this in a statement, noting with displeasure the unwarranted attacks on LASPA officials during a routine exercise to verify parking compliance by some staff and security personnel in Ekpe. Describing the attacks as illegal and unacceptable, Adelabu stressed that the Parking Authority will stop at nothing to ensure that the individuals and organizations responsible for the attacks on its officers are brought to book. Adelabu emphasized that it is a great offense to obstruct the activities of government officials on duty, saying the incident represents a serious breach of protocol and an unlawful obstruction of government officials in the execution of their duties. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC mining marshals have shut down an illegal quarry site in the Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, aside arresting 13 suspects linked to the operation. The operation, which was carried out as part of a nationwide crackdown on illegal mining, underscored government efforts to sanitize the sector, protect critical national assets, and curb revenue losses. Commander of the mining marshals, Atta Onoja, in a statement said some suspects were found to be working for a company which had allegedly occupied and exploited a quarry lease belonging to another licensed mining company for over 7 months without legal backing. Onoja warned all mining operators to ensure full compliance with existing mining and environmental laws or risk facing the full weight of the law. And in some foreign news, President Donald Trump has demanded a massive $1 billion fine from the prestigious University of California system as the administration pushes its claims of anti-Semitism in UCLA's response to 2024 student protests related to Gaza. The figure, which is 5 times the sum Columbia University agreed to pay to settle similar federal accusations of anti-Semitism, would completely devastate the UC public university system. President James Milliken, the overseer of the 10 campuses that make up the University of California system, including Los Angeles-based UCLA, said managers had received the $1 billion demand and are reviewing it. The report suggests the government wants the money in installment and is demanding the university also pay $172 million to a claims fund to compensate Jewish students and others affected by alleged discrimination. The move appears to follow a similar playbook the White House used to extract concession from Columbia University and is trying to use to get Harvard University to bend. And now sports news. Rivers United Football Club has emerged as the highest ranked Nigerian side in the latest Confederation of African Football CAF clubbing rankings, placing 24th on the continental list with 14 points. The Port Harcourt-based club has established itself as Nigeria's most consistent representative in CAF competitions in recent years. CAF has released its latest club rankings ahead of the 2025-26 continental campaign, with the preliminary round draw for the CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup set to take place on Sunday in Tanzania. Aimba Football Club, Nigeria's most successful club on the continent, missed out on the top 30 clubs in the latest rankings, placing 35th with 7 points. The two-time Champions League winners, once a dominant force on the continent, have struggled to make significant progress in recent editions of CAF competitions. The rankings are based on clubs' performances in CAF competitions over the last 5 seasons, with greater weight placed on recent results. That was our news at 1. Just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, and visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 1,400 hostel beds for Lagos Model Colleges? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos Government website, and for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ejoyoka. Good afternoon and thank you for listening. My name is Mike James.
The bombs, curves, screeches, and tacos won't stop the